Rainn Wilson says The Office wouldn't be made today. Are you a fan of The Office, Alan?
I am. At least the Michael Scott era.
That first season, the Michael Scott era, like that's some of the best comedy ever on television. I mean, the British show redefined, comedy. You can't do a show that is a traditional sitcom with a laugh track. When the BBC version of The Office came out, amazing. And then the US version took it even further. And I loved it. I mean, and Rainn Wilson, always love him. He was in, you should see a James Gunn film called Super.
Mm-hmm.
He was in that movie. In any case, he said he can't make it today. I'm really curious what you think of this. Here's his answer. Let's hear what Rainn Wilson has to say about The Office.
I do feel like you couldn't make The Office today. I think that would be too hard to be as politically incorrect as the show was. I think there has been a bias in the media towards more what we call liberal policies. They're willing to overlook the Plattner Nazi tattoo, but if it was someone from the other side that had a tattoo that was questionable, they would be all over MSNBC about it. So it's the hypocrisy that gets me the most. It's the hypocrisy of like both sides need to have kind of equal standards of behavior. I do feel like you couldn't make. So could you make The Office today? I say you could do it if you had the will. If you had the will to do it, you could do it.
Yeah. It's like, if I don't care what the politically correct thinks, and have a studio willing to back me up about that, then yes, you can make The Office.
Yeah.
But we just have a bunch of sniveling cowards who just don't want to offend people anymore. I was just writing some notes here, but the reason The Office worked was because it was relatable. Because we've been in offices like this. We've been in these situations, the ball busting, the mindless repetition, the unrequited ambition. We've all been there before, and that's why it resonated with so many people. The greatest thing about Michael Scott was he so wanted to be politically correct that he wound up coming off as racist, and I think that was the best commentary you could say about the guy. He never wanted to offend gay people. He never wanted to offend women. And in trying to do so hard, he wound up offending gay people and offending women. And that's what you call comedy. It's like you can't have bad guys being misogynist anymore. But they're villains. Of course they need to be misogynist or racist or whatever. We live in a world now of overcorrection, where if you offend one person, well, we got to fix that. We put out apologies. We'll never do it again. And that's where comedy has come. We've overcorrected, and we can't offend a single person. And that's why comedy is so lifeless these days. It's just people saying stupid things, trying to evoke some kind of laugh, as opposed to just looking at the truth of society, the truth of culture, the truth of humanity, and making a comment about it, even if it hurts someone. So I say, let's start punching down again, please.
Well, I need to ask you, Alan, because I have not worked in an office space environment in a long time, a normal office. One of the best episodes of The Office is Diversity Day. You've worked in an office. Yeah. Did they have a diversity day at the office?
No. But that was we're talking when The Office came out. But I can tell you that, I could tell you that I'm pretty sure that was up and coming. The thing was, I worked at a Christian credit union, and we did church loans, and we did loans for everyone. Koreans were a big one. The black churches we did. So really, it really wasn't on the top of our mind, because, if you act right and you hold people with respect, you don't need Diversity Day.